Welcome to our first battle report here at Lancaster Wargamers, LWG is for short. We're happy to have you here. It's good to see. It's good to be on the internet. We're starting a new channel. We've had a club here for about 5 years, and we wanted to join the larger wargaming community and just be part of everything that's going on and get some good games of Warhammer in. So here we go. It's the first game. I'm playing against Ross. He's got his 2,000 points of Grey Knights. I got my 2,000 points of Chaos, and we're playing on this board. We're not exactly sure what's happening here on this planet, but I'm assuming the Chaos are up to no good, and the Grey Knights are out to stop them. That's all the narrative we got here for today, but in the future we're planning on doing some more narrative battle reports. So for this battle today though, we rolled up the Dawn of War deployment, so we're 12 inches in from each side. And we also did the Scouring mission of the Eternal War. And this should be an uphill battle. It's the Hyper Elite Grey Knights with lots of Terminators, Lord Drago, the Dread Knights, versus the forces of the Beleaguered Chaos. So I have the numbers, but he has the Elite, so we'll see who can win. Moving on to the deployment. All right, here we are with Ross's Grey Knights, 2,000 points, and we're going to do a run through of the units.
Okay, for the this is a list I came up with pretty much on the fly, so it doesn't have any sort of general theme other than bashing Jared in the face. So to start off with, you have your ever constant Lord of War, Caldor Drago. Don't leave home without him. To his right is essentially a level 3 librarian, and then to his right is a brother captain. Level 1 with Thunderhammer Mastercrafted. For heavy support, I'm bringing a Land Raider Crusader and 2 Nemesis Dread Knights. One Dread Knight is armed with heavy Psy Cannon, heavy silencer, and the other Dread Knight has Great Sword and Flamer. For fast attack, I took 2 Razorbacks with assault cannons. And for troops, I took a 5-man strike squad with Psy Cannon and a 6-man Terminator squad.
All right.
With a heavy incinerator.
Awesome, looks great. So here's a army shot for the Grey Knights, and they will be facing off against the Chaos Space Marines. All right, and here I am. This is my 2,000 points of Chaos Space Marines, and this is themed in the Black Legion. I was thinking about using the Black Legion supplement, but not today. We're just doing the normal Chaos Space Marines, so we're going to go through the units now. So starting here on the left, I've got a Chosen squad, 5-man. There's a champion with a Power Fist, and there's 2 guys with Flamers, 2 guys with Melt-A-Guns, and they are going to be in a Rhino with a Havoc launcher, and that's the only upgrades there. Next, we've got 10-man Chaos Space Marine squad on foot with a missile launcher and a plasma gun. And up in the front here, we've got Chaos Terminators with a champion with a combi plasma, power axe, 2 guys with combi plasmas and power axes, another 2 guys with power fists and combi meltas, and they all have the mark of Tzeentch. Over here we've got the HQ of the army today. He's going to be a Terminator Sorcerer Lord, level 3. He's got the Spell Familiar. Behind him, 10-man Chaos Space Marine squad with a plasma gun, another plasma gun, and an unupgraded champion. They're also going to be in this Chaos Rhino with a Havoc launcher. Oh, and the Rhinos have Dirge casters. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Moving on to the heavy support, we've got a Defiler with a Dirge caster and Warp Flame Gargoyles. Standard loadout. We've got a Chaos Contemptor Dreadnought from Imperial Armor 13, an excellent book. He's got a Butcher Cannon, Dreadnought Close Combat Arm with a heavy Flamer, and he's got the Mark of Khorne on him, which gives him Rage and Rampage special rules. Also, we've got Las Cannon Havoc Squad, Autocannon Havoc Squad, a 10-man Cultist Squad, all upgraded with guns. We got a champion with a shotgun and another guy with a heavy stubber, and then everybody's favorite, the Helldrake. And that's it. That's my 2,000 points of Chaos Space Marines, and they are set to take on the Grey Knights. We've had a lot of matches, so this one's shaping up to be a good one. And I hope I can handle those Dread Knights. Those things are scary. So I think if I can handle those, I might be able to pull out a victory here. But it's definitely an uphill battle for the Chaos Space Marines. So here we go. Moving on to deployment. All right, here we are after deployment. So I got the role to deploy first, and I think I'm going to choose to go first as well so I can move my guys to avoid those heavy flamethrowers or heavy incinerators on the Dread Knights. But here we go. So in my deployment zone here on the left, holding down the left, I got the autocannon Havocs. I don't know how effective they're going to be because they don't seem to have anything in line of sight right now down the board. And I got a squad of 10 Chaos Space Marines here holding down this objective. They got a missile launcher. The Chosen in the Rhino there with the 2 melta guns and flamers. We got the Contemptor Dreadnought, Lascannon Havocs, the Defiler, 10 Chaos Space Marines in the Rhino, and finally on the right, probably going to get barbecued, are the Cultists holding down that objective. On the other side of the table, if you can see them down there, we've got a denied flank deployment here for the Grey Knights. On the left, we've got Drago and the Librarian up on top of the fortress with a commanding view of the battlefield. Down below them, we have the 2 Razorbacks, one with the Strike Squad in it. I gotta remember those. Those are worth points if I can kill them. And then here we go, the Bastion of Strength for the Grey Knights. The 2 Dread Knights with the jump packs, and the Land Raider with the Terminators inside. So, going second, the Grey Knights have taken a strategic deployment. They are out of range and sight for most of my guns. So, we'll have to see how the game progresses. My Terminators are, with my Sorcerer Lord, are deep striking, and the Helldrake is coming in from reserve. So hopefully they can get to where they need to be. So, we're going to do the roll for Seize the Initiative. You want to do that on camera? All right.
Rolling the C's. No.
There's no C's, so that's Chaos Space Marines turn 1. All right, after Chaos Space Marines turn 1, I had to shuffle up my left flank because he deployed everything over in the far right. So I didn't have any line of sight with or range with anything, so my Havocs actually jumped down out of the building, and they're moving up the field. This Chaos Space Marine squad is also doing the same thing to just get a better, better position for later turns in the game. I suppose you could deep strike or shunt over, but it's a risk I'm willing to take at this point. The Lascannon Havocs stayed still. They got a pretty good shot over there. The Contemptor Dreadnought shuffled up. Rhino moved up with the Chosen. Defiler moved over to try to get a shot. Chaos Space Marines and the Rhino rolled up. And then these Cultists back here decided we're really scared of that heavy incinerator from the shunt move. I'm going to try to keep them alive to hold the objective. So I tried to spread out the best I could, but they're going to get barbecued real soon. So there's that. We're going into, I don't have a psychic phase because my psyker's not on the board yet. So we're going to go right into the shooting phase next. All right, here we are after Chaos turn 1 shooting phase. That's a pretty good phase. I'll take it. We'll start over here. The Rhinos kind of flatted out just to give me some more board control in the time being. And the Defiler fired his battle cannon down and actually got a glance on the Land Raider with his ordnance, but Ross made the cover save. So that was kind of disappointing. But then the Lascannon Havocs doing work on that Dread Knight way down there. They actually took 2 wounds off of him with the las cannons, which was very good for them. And then we have the Contemptor, Chaos Contemptor Dreadnought with the Butcher Cannon, with his 4 shots, Strength 8, AP 4, hitting on 3s, went right through that gap and took off the weapon on the Razorback. So it's a good start. Chaos Space Marines ran up, Havocs ran up, and that's about it for turn 1. So going on to Grey Knights, turn 1. So after the Grey Knights turn 1 movement phase, after taking a salvo of fire from the Chaos Space Marines, they are starting to move up the field. So the Rhinos, or the Razorbacks there, shifted around, trying to get, I suppose, some shots down here onto my Chaos Rhino. And what I feared most is happening. The Dread Knights have done their shunt move up the side of the board here. This is the objective number 4. So this is a pivotal objective, and they're going to barbecue some cultists. And the Land Raider moving up with the Terminators just to get some pot shots off on my army before they move in. I'm pretty sure Drago and the Librarian, they're tucked away on top of that fortress there. They're just holding steady. So we're going into the Grey Knights psychic phase, and hopefully the Emperor is with them as they fight the forces of chaos. Run into the crater. So the dice for the psychic phase. Into the crater again. Let's do it back here. So we rolled a 1 for the psychic phase. But I have no psychic defense on the table, so Grey Knights do get a lot of warp charges, so you should be able to do whatever you want here in the psychic phase.
Alright. We're now going to see my army self-destruct in the psychic phase. First, Drago. I'll be rolling 3 dice for Drago to use his gate power.
So we got 3 dice for Drago on the Gate of Affinity.
1 pass.
Goes off on 1.
I will now deep strike him.
I think I'm going to try to stop that one though.
Okay.
Because I only got the 1 dice and I might as well try it on a 1. So on a 6, I stop it. No, the roll is a 2. So Gate of Affinity goes off. So where is Drago going to be going to?
Let's watch this self-destruct now.
So Drago going for the risky deep strike in the backfield after the Gate of Infinity. Is this too risky? This could be this 6. So we got 6 inches to the right. It could be a mishap.
I don't
know. Hopefully you don't land within 1 inch of that defiler.
No.
I don't know. That looks like a mishap, Ross. But I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna let you do it.
Thank you, Jared.
All right. So what else you got in the psychic phase?
Psychic phase. Librarians will be doing invisibility. You get out of here then.
All right. Librarian casting invisibility using 4 dice, and it is a power 2, and it does not go off. So invisibility has failed. That is huge for me. So Librarian casting Hammer Hand.
That's a pass.
It's a pass, and I don't have any dice to deny. So the Librarian does indeed have Hammer Hand.
The Wounded Dread Knight will then do Sanctuary.
And the Wounded Dread Knight is casting Sanctuary. It does not go off on a 2. The psychic phase did not go too well for the Grey Knights, but Drago did get out of the backfield. He is now in a position to start affecting the game, which could be a big deal because Drago's Drago, and Drago does Drago-y things. So here we are going into the Grey Knights shooting phase. So
out of this guy shooting,
the Dread Knights here are going to be flambeing some cultists here in the terrain with the heavy incinerators. So you got 4 hits, and that's 4 dead. That is 4 dead cultists. All right, 4 of them down. The burning heap of cultists. Although this is not something they are not accustomed to, we shall see if they pass their morale. Well, we'll see if there's any left after the second one fires.
All right, this Dread Knight firing on that Rhino.
All right, so this Dread Knight, and this is the heavy psi cannon?
Yes.
Heavy psi cannon into the Chaos Rhino.
6 shots, strength 7.
Yep, into the Chaos Space Marine Rhino. It's a good shot.
Yep.
I could have done it the right way.
Armor 11. So you got 2.
1 glance and 1
One
pen.
glance. We got 1 glance, 1 pen.
The pen is a 1, so that's going to be...
All right, so after the Grey Knight shooting phase, they had a very good turn of shooting. The heavy incinerator from the front Dread Knight there cooked 4 of the cultists, but the other Dread Knight with the heavy psi cannon ended up doing 2 results to that Rhino, and then the Land Raider moving up the field with Power of the Machine Spirit multi-melt ended up taking it out. But it was only a wreck. My guys jumped out, and then in fact did roll the double 6 and got the pinned result, which I have learned to not rely so much on Chaos Space Marines. I kind of saw that one coming. Yes, there's the pinned marker. Drago and his buddy Librarian here, who Gate of Infinity up behind me, ended up pulling a whole point off the Defiler, so he's down to 3 with a Storm Bolter. So, So, well, we had both rounds of shooting for both of us. I feel we did a lot of damage, all things considered. So, so that's that. You don't have any assaults, as far as I'm aware, right?
No, can't assault after jumping.
Okay, right. So moving into
Check, though.
that's right. The leadership test for the cultists, because they did lose 4. So here we go. And we'll do that. And they passed. They're good on they have leadership 8 right now because the champion's still alive. So that's Grey Knight turn 1, and pretty eventful. It's still up in the air. I feel like we both blooded each other pretty well. You did end up getting first blood there from my rhino, so that's a point to Russ for that. But hopefully I can deal with Drago in the backfield here while invisibility is down. That's going to be crucial to dealing with him. So going into Chaos turn 2, I guess I can just roll for the reserves right now. So we'll do the reserve rolls for Chaos turn 2. We've got the Helldrake on a 3+. He is in. We've got the Terminators and the Sorcerer Lord, my commander, are also in on a 4. So there we go. So we'll come back after we do the movement phase. All right, here we're back after Chaos turn 2 movement. So I had all my reserves come in, which is very good. And I was debating what to do with my big medium-sized Terminator unit there with my HQ. They do have 3 melta guns with the combi meltas and 3 plasma guns with combi plasmas. So I kind of wanted to get those shots leveraged on the Dread Knights over here. But it's risky because if I don't kill them, the Dread Knights are going to be a problem. And also with the Land Raider bearing down, I don't know. I just figured, though, at the end of the day, it's guts or glory. We'll see what happens. So I did deep strike him here. They scattered up 5 towards the Land Raider, which is not what I wanted. So when I had the Helldrake come in here, he landed there to hopefully make him move a little bit more. I think you'll still get that charge, but I got to do whatever I can do to try to stop it. So I tried to put him in the way a little bit since they can't stop on that base. Use that to block. The cultists kind of just, they had to shuffle around to stay coherency. We'll just do that now. No big deal. They're holding down the objective. My Chaos Space Marines let me down. They were pinned. I really needed those plasma guns, but we did have the Defiler turn around here. He's going to try to engage Drago there, and the Contemptor Dreadnought is also bearing down on him. He has a lot of close combat power, so hopefully he can get that in. It's a pretty good charge distance, so but hopefully he can make it in. We got the Lascannon Havoc squad trying to pick some targets. Chaos Space Marines moving through the street to try to help out. And then down here, I did have, before they moved, 3 of the autocannon Havocs here could see just Drago, if you can see him way down there.
It's kind of like going like this.
There he is, way down there. So I didn't move them because I wanted to get some more shots in. But I had the one that couldn't see. He moved up the street a little bit as well as the aspiring champion. So I got to do the Vector Strike from my Helldrake. He's going to Vector Strike the wounded Dread Knight. So this guy right here. That's 1 strength 7 AP2 hit. Does it wound on a 3? Yes, it is. That's an AP2, so you get your invulnerable save. So he's down to 1 wound. This is good. So we're off to a good start here on turn 2. AP2? It is. They changed it. 1 hit, strength 7 AP2. So we're off to a good start here. Moving into Chaos Psychic phase this time. I do have my Sorcerer on the field. So the roll for the Psychic phase is 6. Big Psychic phase. So I'll roll up my powers and then we'll see what happens. Alright, so we're in the Psychic phase. I rolled up 6, so I have 9. So we're going to try to cast Life Leech from my Sorcerer Lord on the wounded Dread Knight there. It is AP2 with 2 shots, so hopefully I can get through that armor save and bring him down. So we're going to cast it with 3 dice. So it goes off on 1. So do you want to try to block that?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to try to block.
And it's blocked.
It is blocked. It is blocked. You would be blocking on 5s. Yeah, so that's definitely
And I
blocked.
get to reroll this one.
No, you're going to reroll the one because of the Grey Knight power. So that one's gone out of there. We're going to try to cast with 2 dice. We're going to cast Iron Arm. That goes off on 2. I'm going to try to block.
No, it goes.
So no, Iron Arm does go off, and I believe that gives me +3 to my Strength and Toughness, and I get Smashed. So that's going to be very handy as well. I have 4 dice remaining in the Psychic phase. I'm going to try...
Twice, you still can't do it.
We're going to do Smite on 2 dice on that Wounded Dread Knight again. Goes off on 1.
So I need to.
You can try to block that Smite.
Yeah. Made it.
Oh, we blocked that power again. The power of the Grey Knights in the Psychic phase. Ross always gives them a hard time, but they're doing some work right now. And then my final roll, I'm going to try to cast Force with my Sorcerer.
Or is it up to?
That's a fail, but I do have a Spell Familiar. I'm going to re-roll that. Goes off on 1. And he does not block, so Force is up. So Force and Iron Arm were successfully cast. And I think that was pretty good, all things considered, with your defenses against the Psychic. But it was a shame we couldn't bring down that Dread Knight there. So here we are moving into Chaos shooting phase, turn 2.
Try to stick with one voice.
All right, so during the shooting phase, we had the Las Cannon Havocs actually fire down at the 1 wound remaining Dread Knight. We hit twice, we wounded twice. Ross rolls up his 2 5-up saves, and dishearteningly, it was a 6 and a 1. So down goes one of the Dread Knights. That is good. That is what we needed. So,
Power piece, I think I just had
all right. Now I'm going to be shooting the Terminator squad into the other Dread Knight.
Yeah, AP2 melee special weapon unwieldy.
So we're just shooting everything here. We're getting rid of all our weapons. So we're shooting 3, or it's going to be 3 Combi Meltas, because the Sorcerer Lord has a Combi Melta plus the 2 Terminator guys. So 3 Combi Meltas. They are hitting on 3s. So we got 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. So we got 1 wound from the Combi Melta. Makes a save. And then we got 3 Combi Plasmas going off here. We got 1 overheat, got his armor save, dead. It always happens to me every time. So one of those guys will go down. We got 4 hits from the plasma.
Wounding me on 3.
Wounding on 3, toughness 6. So that is 3 plasma wounds on the Dread Knight.
5 up.
He takes 2, so he's half down. Not too shabby. And I did lose a Terminator from that, which we'll just call it this dude.
As long as he has a combo.
They're all the same. They're all the same. And I have fired all the combi weapons from that squad, so hopefully they'll be able to mop them up in the assault. Other shooting that I have, I think that's it. I think I shot everything. So we did knock 2 wounds off Drago over here from combined fire from the Space Marines, the Autocannon Havocs, the Contemptor Dreadnought, and the Defiler, and the Chosen inside the Rhino. Everybody firing at Drago did take off half his wounds, so not a bad shooting phase. We did drop the 1 Dread Knight. So now we're going to move into the assault phase. So we're going to roll that up now. The Defiler is going to charge into Drago. And I don't think you can even hurt me, right? Overwatch?
Yeah, it looks like I throw a grenade, which I don't think I can do.
All right. I don't know. Do they have grenades? They're
Oh, it's throw number 13, never mind.
No, he's 12. This guy's 12.
Yeah, they have grenades. Can you throw a grenade in Overwatch?
Sure you can.
All right,
You throw 1 grenade, you need 6 to hit.
Drago. Nope.
Nope, no hit. So doing the charge, the Defiler does have fleet, and he makes it in easily. So he charges into Drago. The Contemptor Dreadnought is also going to attempt to charge. So I got to measure this one up. He needs a. I think that's just over 6, so he needs a 7 to make it in. And he makes it. This might be bad news for Drago. And that's it for all my charges. So we're just we're gonna go right into the assault phase here. So we only got the 1 combat to do.
Yep. Drago hitting the Defiler on 3s with rerolls.
And this is at initiative 5. So Drago's going first.
All right, Drago hits with everything.
I am weapon skill 5.
No, your weapon skill 3.
Oh, you're hitting the Defiler.
Yeah, Defiler.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yes.
Yeah. So this is strength 9 against front armor 12.
Yes.
So 4. That's 10, 11, 12. A glance and 2 pens.
Glance and 2 pens. So we
That's
do
it.
have an invulnerable save.
Okay.
So the glance first.
Yep.
Get 5 up. So he's down to 2. And then the 2 pens. He's dead. So Drago has dispatched the Defiler. Oh, before Drago strikes, though, we do have 2 hammer brass. 2 hammer brass. So wounding on 2. So 1. You have to take the 1 save for that.
2.
Yeah, he's gone. And the Defiler has been. You didn't.
I rolled it. It was not an explode.
Okay.
And your Dread are.
Now I am outnumbered in close combat, so I do get Rage and Rampage now. So the roll for Rampage is +3 because it's D3. So here we are. The Librarian cannot hurt the Contemptor Dreadnought because he is armor 13 and the Librarian's only strength 6. So Contemptor going in with Rampage on a +3 and Rage. He's got a lot of attacks. So
on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. And these are going to all be strength 10 AP2. So wounding on a 2. So that is 6 AP2 wounds on Drago and the Librarian. So you're going to look out sir anything, or just Drago going to go for the tank?
I think Drago has to go for the tank.
Okay, Drago first. You only got 2 wounds left. Take 2. 2 more. Takes 1. Drago does his job. So Drago ends up
down 1.
He's 1 wound left. They have killed the Defiler, and we're going to stay locked in combat there. So that's the end of Chaos Space Marines turn 2, moving into Grey Knights turn 2. Alright, we're back after Grey Knights turn 1 movement. So the dreaded Land Raider passed his dangerous terrain test and has moved across the chasm there. And through the smoke, the Terminators are coming to slaughter my Terminators. So this should be a good battle. But they also have the option of going after this Chaos Space Marine unit, which would be easy pickings for them. So we'll see what they decide to do. Drago's still locked up over here. We see some Strike Squad and some Razorback moving around in the backfield, securing some objectives. And the Dread Knight has also held his ground. So moving into the psychic phase for the Grey Knights. And he rolled a 1 again. So I'll have 4, and you'll have. So 4, and the Grey Knights have 10 warp charges. So what are they gonna do?
Drago will. Drago is going to gate away.
So Drago casting Gate of Infinity. It goes off on a Perils with 3. So Drago, this is a crucial roll here.
And I think that's
Hold on. So Drago has 1 wound left, and he has Perilled. He was in a tough place. He's got to fight that Contemptor Dreadnought with 1 wound left, or he has to face. He then ended up dying with a 4 result on the Perils. So he had to try to Gate of Infinity away, or risk being smashed. So he was kind of between a rock and a hard place. And
I had to do it.
Yeah, it's true. And the warp has claimed Drago. Sadly.
I was hoping to do something.
But Gate does go off, so the Librarian will get away from the Contemptor, correct?
True.
Yes. So we are going to use we're going to rule it that the Gate of Infinity does go off, even though Drago has perished, and the Librarian is going to teleport. And he's going to be back here.
4 inches back.
And he is safe back there. But Drago has vanished into the warp from whence he came. A big blow to the Grey Knights. So we got Dread Knight casting Force.
Passed.
Goes off on 1. And I will let that go through.
Okay. This squad here is doing Sanctuary.
The Terminators
That
are
is
casting
passed as
Sanctuary. Terminators have passed on Sanctuary. That gives them +1 invulnerable save. So they're up to a 4 up right now.
And he will do Hammer.
Hold on.
I like that they sound like
I think I'm gonna try to deny the invulnerable save, the Sanctuary. So I have my 4 dice. You only got it with 1?
Yeah.
So I have 4 dice. I need a 6. I did get it. So I did block the Sanctuary. All right. So, to the chagrin of the Grey Knights, the Chaos does have Psychic Presence.
Hammer Hand on them.
And Hammerhand, I do not have any dice to deny, so Hammerhand does go off on the Grey Knights. So, overall, I'd say that was not the greatest psychic phase in the world, as Drago has been sucked into the warp. A big blow to the Grey Knights. Morale is faltering, but they did get Hammerhand off. So the psychic duel continues, and we are moving into Grey Knight's turn 2 shooting phase. So this is the Dread Knight firing the Gatling silencer, or the heavy side cannon?
Heavy side cannon.
With the blast mode. And it has scattered onto the Helldrake, and I don't think that hits anything, right?
No,
right.
It'll hit 3 of your guys still. But.
Oh, yeah, it does not hit the Helldrake, but it does still hit 3 Terminators, so that's wounding.
1 rend and 1 wound.
So we have 1 rend and 1 wound on the Terminators, and that's still coming in from the Dread Knight to the Terminator. So the front guy there, he is on a 4-up. They have the mark of Zeech.
Of course.
So this is the Rend, so 4-up. No, he's down. And then we have the next guy, which will be the Champion. I believe is the closest, yes. He has a 4-up invulnerable save as well. No, he dies. Rolls the 1.
Wow.
Rolls the 1 and dies.
That is what I needed.
The dice are fickle today.
Hitting you on 3s with heavy silencer.
Heavy silencer firing.
Misses. Wounding you on 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instant death attacks.
So we have 5 instant death attacks. Now, we're going to have to roll these one at a time because the Terminator is the one in the front. So 1 at a time, we have 2 up armor save. Good. Good.
Really?
Jeez.
That turns something.
Well, I keep hitting it because I can't see my hand. He's still alive. Still alive. And last one, still alive. So that Terminator tanks all those wounds. Good, because I did not want that to take out my Terminator Sorcerer. He's all buffed up with Iron Arm right now. Okay, you got any more shooting? All right, well, that was a productive Grey Knight shooting phase. They have whittled down the Terminators. This is combined fire from that Dread Knight and those Terminators, and I failed a whole bunch of saves, except for this guy, who I believe is now going to be new Terminator champion. He made 10 armor saves when everybody else failed everything. So my Warlord is down to 1 wound. They are Soul Blaze. That's what those little fire tokens are. So that was very successful shooting. We also had this Rhino here. We got to put the smoke on it, but that one got taken out by, again, combined fire from the squads down here. The assault cannon and the side cannon ended up taking out that Rhino. And the Chosen got out past their leadership. They won't be able to charge because they disembarked from a vehicle, but they are ready to, they're angry. They're angry and they're ready to shoot some stuff. So, we are going into the Grey Knight assault phase. The Dread Knight has made his assault into the Warlord's unit. This is not good.
And Terminators.
And the Terminators are also making their charge in. They failed with a 3. So there must be something. The gods of chaos have come to thwart the.
You're wounded on Hammer Raft.
To thwart the Grey Knights today. So moving into the assault phase, at initiative 10, the Dread Knight has wounded me with Hammer of Wrath. Okay, so the Hammer of Wrath from the Dread Knight has wounded. I'm going to take it on the Terminator. He again makes his save like a boss. I like this guy. So I do have Iron Arm active right now, and I believe my Chaos Sorcerer is initiative 4. So we're at the same initiative?
Yes. Yeah.
And you do have Force active, but I do only have 2 wounds left on that unit. So we will go at the same time, the Terminator, Sorcerer, and the Dread Knight facing off.
Hitting you on, you're not a demon, so 3 hits.
3 hits from the Dread Knight, 2's the wound.
Wounds.
So that
Strength
is
10, AP 1, Force.
Now, I do have a question first. Are you a character?
No.
Not a character. So this is not a challenge. So I can take these on the Power Fist Terminator.
Yes, you can.
And that's 3 wounds at strength 10. So we're going to start with him first. He does have a 4-up invulnerable save from the mark of Zeech. And his roll is, he's dead. So he goes down. That's for sure. He won't get to strike. And then there's 2 more saves for the Terminator Sorcerer. He has a 5-up. And he does. Wait. No, because I have Iron Arm up and only have 2 guys. You didn't wound me with the 1.
What? No, I'm strength 10. Power Fist.
Oh, right. The Power Fist are strength 10. Never mind. So the Sorcerer will go down here from the attacks from the Dread Knight. That is. So both the Warlords have now been slain, but my Terminator Sorcerer does get to attack back. And he will have
I attempted to build a bad list, and I failed. And I don't know how
2 attacks, I believe. Yes, because he doesn't have an extra weapon or anything like that, and he has base 2. So he has 2 attacks, and he does have Iron Arm on. So he has AP 2. He has a Force staff, although Force is not activated currently. He's Strength 9.
Oh, yeah.
Strength 9, plus 2 for the staff, plus 3 for Iron Arm. With Smash making him AP 2. So he very well could take out this Dread Knight. So Weapon Skill 5.
Win me on 4.
So hitting on 4s. And I do have Veterans of the Eternal War, which gives me Hatred. So that's 2 hits. And I need 2s to wound right here. That's 2 wounds from the Terminator Sorcerer. Can he drop the Dread Knight? Here we go. So we did roll up the epic clash between the Dread Knight and the Chaos Sorcerer. With Smash being AP2, I did 2 wounds. The Dread Knight has totally slayed my Chaos Sorcerer, but I did 2 wounds back and he failed both the saves. So down goes the Dread Knight. Down goes the Chaos Sorcerer. A climactic battle. Everyone's dead. So that was well fought. That was good. So everybody on this entire right flank has been wiped out. I don't know if it's a very chaosy thing to do, but the Chaos Terminators and the Chaos Sorcerer Lord have sacrificed themselves for this cultist squad. I don't know if that's very chaosy, but we did it. So that is the end of the Grey Knight Assault phase on turn 2, with the Terminators having failed their assault, sadly, when I rolled a 3. Moving into Chaos Space Marines turn 3. All right, we're back after Chaos Space Marine turn 1 movement phase. Now that this side of the board over here has been cleared out in an epic fashion, we are moving in to try to mop up this last bastion of strength from the Grey Knights, though it will be a tough task. My Helldrake, however, he did fly off the board. He couldn't really get a good angle with his Bale Flamer. I really wanted to barbecue these guys. They're in perfect position, but they were positioned, Ross positioned them very well, right on the 18 inches of my movement, and I couldn't position him to be able to burn him. So he flew off the board, so hopefully next turn he can get a better angle. And Vector struck the Terminator there. Did a wound, but he made his invulnerable save. The Chosen that came out of this Rhino here have moved around. They're going to be doing some good damage with their Flamers and Melted Guns here, hopefully. Chaos Space Marines have moved around. They are readying all weapons to fire on the Terminators. Cultists moved up. They are still alive, and they're going to fire their auto guns. Contemptor Dreadnought moving up through the wreckage. And the Chaos Space Marines moving into the statue to secure that 3-point objective. And the Autocannon Havocs are holding strong, as well as the Las Cannon Havocs, picking targets through the smoke. Hopefully they'll be able to drop some of those Terminators. So we no longer have a Chaos Space Marine Psychic phase because my Warlord has been slain. So we're moving right into the Chaos Space Marine shooting phase. So I think we're going to record this one because this is a big one. I'm going to fire everything into those Terminators and try to stop them. So let's start first with the Chosen Squad so we can maximize the hits from the Flame templates. So we already measured it up, and that first one's going to be able to actually clip all of them. The second one, all but 1. So that is going to be 7 hits from the first Flamer, and it's going to be 6 from the second. So maybe 1 more dice. So we got, these are just normal Flamers. They're going to be wounding on 4s. Abysmal roll. We have 2 wounds from all those dice from the Flamers. So 2 2-up armor saves. I did take 1 down, and it looks like it is going to be the Thunderhammer.
No, actually, he's a commander. It'd be him first.
Okay, all right. He was the closest. So next we're going to move on to the Cultist Squad so that they don't get out of rapid fire range. So we start with the Heavy Stubber, hitting on 4s. Those are all hit. And wounding on 5s. That is 1 wound from the Heavy Stubber. He saves that. Then we have 2, 3, 4, 8 auto gun shots into the Terminators. Hitting on 4s. Only 2 hits. And wounding on 5s. Nothing. That's what we expected from the cultists. Now we got the Chaos Space Marines. I could charge with them, but I feel like that's suicidal. So I'm just going to go for the rapid fire. We have 2 plasma guns in that squad. We're going to do those second. We're going to do bolters first, which it leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolt guns.
No, these are my 3 rolls for my things. Yeah, definitely. So, but I think I just for now.
So we've got 8 rapid fire bolt guns into the Terminators, hitting on 3s, removing the misses. Not a bad shot. And wounding on 4s. So we got 4 wounds, 4 Terminator saves from the bolt guns. They make them all in style. And then we have 2 plasma guns firing, hitting on 3s. 3 hits, that's solid. Wounding on 2s. We have 3 plasma wounds. This is the big roll. So 5 up invulnerable saves for the Grey Knights. And we drop 1 with a good roll from the invulnerable saves on the Grey Knights. Not too bad so far. We're going to move across the field to the Las Cannon Havocs. They will end up having line of sight, even though these guys are down on the bottom. They can just see 2 guys through the wreckage of the Rhinos, and we're not counting the smoke for line of sight purposes, so the guys on the top will be able to see. So there's going to be 4 Las Cannon shots. That's 3. That's all hit with the Las Cannons. Good job. And wounding on 2s. That is 3 Las Cannon wounds into that squad, and it will be the closest guy will be the character. Is it company Brotherhood Captain? What's his name?
Brotherhood Captain.
Brotherhood Captain. Okay, so he's gonna start taking. Unless you want to look out, sir.
I will look out, sir.
Okay, we're gonna look out, sir. These 3 Las Cannon wounds.
Passed.
Pass the lookout, sir.
Made it.
May pass the invulnerable. Pass the lookout, sir.
Made it.
Made it.
Passed. Made it.
Made them all. Good rolling this turn. The Contemptor can't see those Terminators, so he's going to fire onto. He's going to fire into that Razorback. Contemptor into the Razorback. 1 hit, strength 8. That is going to be a glance on the Razorback, and that is no cover save for that. So 1 whole point off that Razorback from a glancing shot. There's no cover. This Chaos Space Marine squad here is going to fire. Gotta check range. Chaos Space Marines are going to fire their plasma gun 1 shot. They really have no other targets into the Razorback that's already lost a hull point. So hitting on a 3 hit. So they hit on a 6, and a plasma gun versus a Razorback. I'm going to need a 4, and it's a 1. So they don't do anything. And then the autocannon Havocs, I believe, are going to be out of range, out of sight. They are pretty much out of this game, but at least they are holding down this objective down here. So that is all my shooting for Chaos Space Marines turn 3. We don't have any assaults. We were out of range for assaults. The Terminators do need to take a break test. I forgot about that. Yes, they do hold strong. They are going to be charging in and purging some heretics. Moving on to Grey Knights, turn 3. All right, at the end of the Grey Knight turn 3 movement phase, the Grey Knights have pushed through over the ditch into the Chaos controlled territory. They are moving in here for objective 4, which I am controlling. They're going to have to push me out. I have moved in on objective 4 and 3, which is located here at the statue. So the Grey Knights bravely going across this dried out riverbed to engage us and push the Chaos forces out of the city. So moving into the psychic phase, you have rolled a 6 for the dice. So I have 6. My Psyker dead, that's not good, but we'll see if we can block some stuff. So what are you going to cast?
Commander is doing Hammerhand. Passed on 1.
Hammerhand passes on 1. Don't want to block that. What other powers does he know? Not really much.
Sanctuary.
I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
So Hammerhand goes off.
Okay. Librarian is doing invisibility on the squad in front of him.
Invisibility. That's the one I was waiting for. Does not go off. Oh my goodness.
And this is why they need a buff to the psychic phase.
Well, and you did need 2 to get that off, but still, on 5 dice, 1s and 2s, that was brutal. So, how many dice do you have left?
4.
4 dice left.
They're going to do mental fortitude on them.
Mental. Oh, you mean Psychic Shriek.
Oh no, I'm sorry,
Domination. Domination
Pass.
goes off on 2. I'm going to just use all my 6 dice, and we don't block it. We got 1/6. We don't have any other defenses. So domination, that means I have to take a leadership test every time I try to move, shoot, assault, that kind of thing. So,
all right. Shooting phase.
moving into the Grey Knight, turn 3 shooting phase.
4, 5, 6, 7 guys in that.
The Incinerator is going to burn some guys. I was really hoping to kill some more Terminators there, but it was not
Only
in the
want
fate.
2s, so 5 wounds from the Incinerator.
So 5 wounds from the Incinerator onto my Chaos Space Marines. To get my armor save here.
Yes, you do.
And 1 goes down. Good rolling. So this guy's probably the closest one.
The Storm Bolters from my regular guys go.
Storm Bolters into the Chaos Space Marine squad.
They have like all the
4 wounds.
4 wounds coming in
And
on
then
them
the
again.
commander, who is on 2s. 5 wounds total from Storm Bolters.
Picked up another one. So Storm Bolter wounds tearing into the Chaos Space Marines. Do they make their armor saves? 2 more drop to that
out of it.
deluge of fire. They're kind of equidistant, so I'm just going to obviously not choose my special weapons. So that's the Terminators have shot. Thinned out the ranks of the Chaos Space Marines a bit. Though I do not think that's a combat that you have to worry about losing.
This squad here shooting into your.
All right, so we got the Strike Squad firing up.
And then the side cannon, 2 hits, 2 wounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wounds on those guys.
All right, so combined fire from the Psy Cannon and the Storm Bolters has done 7 wounds to the Chosen. We're going to roll it up here. 3 up save. And they make all of them. That is why they are the Chosen.
Okay, Land Raider.
For now, anyway.
Land Raider firing into the cultists.
Land Raider trying to wipe the cultists off of Objective 4. All right, so rounding out Grey Knights, bottom of turn 3, shooting phase. The Land Raider fired into the cultists, only knocking down 1. So that was very good. We had a lot of fire into the Chaos Space Marines from the Terminators. Knocked down 3 of them, I believe. Over here, the Strike Squad up through the ridge onto the Chosen. Did a lot of wounds from the Psy Cannon and the Storm Bolters. I think 7. And we made all 7 armor saves. It was excellent. And then there was some ineffectual fire from the Razorback back there in the Librarian. And we are moving into the Grey Knights assault phase. So,
Do they need to take a leadership check?
oh yes, they do need to take a leadership check. Thank you. They are leadership champions still alive, so 9. They passed their leadership check, and we are going to be going into the assault phase. So Terminators are charging them. They're going to overwatch. So we got 2 plasma guns. Do those first. And if I blow myself up, I guess it doesn't matter. We got 1 plasma hit. We got 1 plasma wound. Can we knock down a Terminator?
Get on my commander.
Well, he can't. He's not the closest.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, this guy goes down.
Well, it's
Well, they're probably equal. Yeah, it's one of this guy or that guy. There you go. Definitely not the commander, though. That was the only thing. So we did take down 1, and then there's no way you're going to fail that assault. So you're going to roll your charge
your
up.
boulders, too.
Oh, gosh. Yes, I did forget about those. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are hitting on 6s. So it's 3 hits. Wounding on 4s, nothing, no wounds, and they made the charge in. We did knock down 1 Terminator there, so that was good. So moving over to here in the assault phase, and you are charging the Chosen.
Yes, I am.
All right, Overwatch for the Chosen into the strike team. We're gonna the 2 flamers, so D3 hits. That is 3 hits, and 4's the wound. No wounds from that. Good job, boys. And then we've got a bolt pistol from the champion. Does not hit. And then we have 2 Melt-A-Guns. 1 hit from a Melt-A-Gun. And that is 1 dead Strike Squad guy.
Cover.
But it would, I mean, this rolled a 4, so he'd still go down. Yeah. So we did get 1. And then you're going to go for your charge. It will be -2, so it is possible to fail. No, they do. They make it in. Strike Squad up into close combat. So going into Grey Knight assault phase, we are going to do this one first. So they do have assault grenades going at the same initiative. So we'll have the Grey Knight strike first.
Yeah.
Roll it up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Librarian did join that unit during the movement phase. I didn't catch that, but it's a good move. Get him in there with his Terminator armor.
Librarian hits. He's on 3s. He's with a skill 5.
Yep. So we got 3 hits from the Librarian.
2 wounds.
So that will end up being 2 dead because I don't have a save versus that. And then
Oh wow! Look at that.
a lot of hits. These are all. I mean, they're all power weapons. You're gonna just kill me. I have no saves, but I will get to attack back.
So 2 more.
So one's alive still.
No. And then I have my the guy with the gun. He does not have a power weapon. Hits
Okay.
you once, wounds you once.
All right. So that'll wipe out everybody but the Power Fist champion in the back. So I'm going to take
You
the
need to make an armor save from him with the gun.
right. That's the save I'm going to take on the champion because he's the furthest away. So the 3-up save for him, and then it's in the crater, and he's dead. So I will not get to strike with the Power Fist. So that it does wipe out my squad, but all of my chosen do get to attack before they are wiped out because it's the same initiative. So. Okay, so the chosen attacking the strike squad. Their attacks, they are hitting on 4s. And they're going to re-roll from Hatred's Space Marines. They are veterans of Eternal War. That one did knock that one over. So missed with 1 attack. And we're going to wound on 4s. So 2 armor saves. Did kill 2 strike squad guys. So they did wipe me out. But I'll take that. I bloodied them a bit. So that's that. Now we're moving on to this combat over here. The Terminators versus the Chaos Space Marines. Pretty sure I know how this one's going to go, but maybe I can take down a few Terminators with me. So we had a challenge between the champion and the commander, and my champion whiffed. This is at initiative 4. The commander has a Thunder Hammer, so he'll go later. The Halberd did strike down 2, and now my Chaos Space Marines are going to attack back, though, before they die. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks into the Terminators.
Oh wait a minute! You got this guy over here.
Oh, there's another guy over there hiding. So we got 4 hits, and now we have 4's the wound, and that's 3 wounds. We did take down 1 Terminator there. So good work, guys. And now just wipe them out.
All right, hammers from the last 2 guys. Oh my freaking gosh!
So 1 more down,
I'm gonna throw this.
and that's the commander's hammer as well.
No, that was just the 2 regular guys.
Just 2 regular guys. So now the commander gets to strike. So I've already lost 3 guys. So he hits with 3.
Mastercrafted.
Oh, hits with all 4. And
4 dead.
4. That's the rest of the unit. So he has the commander slays the rest of the squad.
And those guys there are dead too on the ridge.
Yes. Then the chosen have been wiped out. We'll get them off the table.
Consolidation of 5.
So the Grey Knights with a strong assault phase here in the bottom of 3. They're moving in towards objective 4, which is right there. And the strike squad took some losses, but they have taken the hill and are moving up towards
6-inch consolidation.
6-inch consolidation towards objective 3. But facing them down is the rest of the Chaos Space Marine army. I don't know how they're going to deal with the Contemptor. Moving into turn 4. So end of Chaos movement phase. Dragon's back. He's going to vector strike these Terminators. So wounding on a 2. That's a wound. So that's AP 2. Nope, automatically hits on vector strike.
5 up.
So makes the invulnerable save. Good. Helldrake's coming in here. He's going to be targeting that strike squad there. The Contemptor is moving down through the wreckage to take out Terminators. And Chaos Space Marines are moving up the field, hopefully to hold down that objective and take care of that squad. So moving into shooting. All right, after Chaos Space Marines turn 4 shooting phase, we done pretty well. We knocked off one of the Terminators. The Helldrake barbecued the strike squad, and then with supporting fire from the Chaos Space Marines here, the plasma gun took down the Terminator Librarian, so he's gone. And then fire into the Terminators was ineffectual. The las cannons actually didn't wound at all. I mean, only 2 hits and then rolled double ones to wound, so no wounds from that. The Butcher Cannon, luckily, Lookout Sir to save on that, rolled the 1, and then from the Lookout Sir got the armor save, and his commander did not die. So the Grey Knights are actually looking really thin. You got, what, 3 Terminators there, plus the captain, the brother captain. Got the Land Raider. He's on full hull points, right? Yeah. Okay. And then you got the battered Razorbacks back there, but that's it. Chaos Space Marines are swarming the field at this point. Looks like bodies are better than the elite troops at this point, but the game's not over. The all-important Objective 4 is up for contention, and the Terminators are wanting to take that for the Emperor. So we're going into the Chaos Assault phase, and this Contemptor is going to have to make a really long charge here. And he's going to try to charge into the Terminators. Let's see how much range is it. We're going to need a 10. Going to need a 10 to make it in. He does have fleet. So,
which will not help.
If he makes it in, I'm pretty sure those Terminators are going to die. So here we go. His roll. Nope.
Oh, you suck, Jared.
We're going to re-roll it. We're going to re both of them for the Chaos Gods. Didn't make the charge. So we have no assaults going into Grey Knights turn 4. All right, Grey Knights, bottom of turn 4. Grey Knights moving into the movement phase. We have some choices to make. Does Ross do you go for the objective in the cultists, or do you try to preemptively strike that? And clearly the Grey Knights are going for the preemptive strike.
He's breaking off. These guys are going after the cultists.
Oh, the Grey Knights separating. The brother captain staring down the terror of the Contemptor Dreadnought. One-on-one, can he do it? If you win over here on these fights, if this goes your way, I believe you are going to secure that number 4 objective. That is crucial. So the Grey Knight Psychic phase has come and gone, and the commander, he is inspired by the Emperor. He has gotten Hammerhand and Sanctuary off, giving him a 4-up invulnerable save. He is going to try to stare down that Dreadnought and bring it down. This is huge. This is for the game here. So hopefully it goes the Grey Knight's way. They are going to just roast these cultists out of here and take over objective 4.
4
That's
dead.
4 dead, which is going to leave 1 alive.
Storm Bolter for the other guy.
I'm gonna look out. Oh yeah, do the Storm Bolter. I'll look out so that flank. So the champion is the cultist champion is the last guy left. He made the Lookout Sir. Takes a 5-up cover save for being in the terrain, and he dies too. So the cultists are wiped out as well. So the Grey Knights consolidating their position here on objective number 4.
Assault cannon into your dreadnought there. Note I move 6 inches.
Land Raider firing into the Contemptor.
3 hits. 6, nothing.
Nothing. Armor 13.
Multi-melter. Hits.
What's the range on that?
Should be within 12. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't say okay.
So we got the multi-melta hits, and
13 glance.
that is a glancing hit. The Chaos Contemptor Dreadnought does have a 4-up invulnerable save against glances. So here we go. He makes it.
Assault cannon from Razorback into the side of your dread.
All right, armor 12.
12 on the side.
Yep.
All right, all hit.
You need 6s.
Need 6s. 1 rend.
That's a pen automatically.
Oh, yeah. Pen.
But I do get a 5-up cover and invulnerable save for pens. So makes the invulnerable save, makes the cover save. So the Contemptor defiantly saying no to the shooting phase of the Grey Knights. So moving into the assault phase now. All right, you charging the Contemptor?
Yeah.
All right, Overwatch. We got a heavy flamer.
A heavy flamer?
That would be a 6 there. That's 3 hits from the heavy flamer, wounding on 3s. So that's 1 wound.
Saved.
And then we have the Butcher Cannon firing as well.
Yeah, at least that's on 6s.
That's 1 hit and 2 to wound. That is a wound. Ooh. If he would have failed that save, he would have gone down. Because that was strength 8. So can the commander make the charge?
What do I need?
What does he need?
The
4.
4.
He does. Yeah. He charges in strong. The brother captain facing down the Chaos Contemptor Dreadnought. Wiped out all the cultists over here And the Grey Knights have really secured this right flank here. They are currently sitting on a 2-point objective back there. I believe this is the...
Yeah, that's a 2 or a 3-er.
Is that a... That's a 3-point objective back there. And now they have taken the 4-point objective from the cultists. I do believe the Grey Knights are in a position to try to win this game right here. So we're going to go to the assault phase, and we're going to do this combat here. The Contemptor is going to go first. He does have... He has no rampage, because it's 1-on-1. So I have 4 attacks with the Contemptor. Weapon skill 5.
Wow, still hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. So that would be 3 hits. And we need 2s to wound. That is 3 strength 10 AP 2 wounds. If he fails any of these 4-up invulnerable saves,
I need 3.
he is going to go down. Oh! Because he has Sanctuary, right? Because he has the Iron Halo. So he's alive. So the brother captain does survive. And let's see, can he bring down the Contemptor?
With a reroll for Master Crafted. Strength 10.
Yep.
But he's still gonna fail.
All hit.
Strength 10, so I need 3s or better.
So 1 glance and 3 pens. So we got 5-up invulnerable. Oh, we'll start with the glance. We'll make it epic. So the glance has a 4-up invulnerable save. Nope. So that's 1 whole point down. Oh, and before we move on, I forgot to do the Contemptor on a 6 will do an AP 2 wound to you with this thing. So before you kill me, I got to make sure I do that. So I do an AP 2 wound, and you saved it. So, and then I have 3 5-up invulnerables.
Yeah, you're gone.
And he goes down. So does it explode? So the brother captain has slain the Contemptor. Brother captain slays the Contemptor Dreadnought in a surprise upset. That was huge. The Sanctuary saving his life. Awesome. So now we're going to be, that's the end of the Grey Knights turn 4. We're going into turn 5 of Chaos Space Marines. All right, end of Chaos Space Marine turn 5 movement phase. The Helldrake has moved up. Vector struck that Razorback. It is shaken and lost a whole point. And we shuffled around a bit. Securing that middle objective. The Havocs are going to fire, and these guys can just see that Razorback through that gap, and they're going to try to blow that up. So hopefully I can knock out some of those fast attack choices and pick up some points for the mission, because the Grey Knights, in a surprise upside, have taken the objective 4 and the right flank. So we'll see what I can do here moving into Chaos Space Marine turn 5 shooting phase. All right, Chaos Space Marines turn 5 shooting phase has completed. Didn't go as well as I planned. We were trying to knock this Rhino out off this number, what is it, 3-point objective, so that was a big deal. It took my whole fire, all my guys, and my autocannon Havocs, my Chaos Space Marine squad with their missile launcher, the Helldrake, everything. But we finally took it out, so that's good. That'll help us secure that. Hopefully we'll have enough time to knock him off of the 4-pointer down here, but we'll see. I don't have any assaults, so going into Grey Knights turn 5. All right, after Grey Knights turn 5 shooting phase, the Grey Knights piled into the Land Raider, and the Land Raider fired off some shots.
They do, yeah.
Into the last cannon Havocs, dropped one of them. Brother Captain didn't shoot because he forgot to shoot. You want to do it now?
No, because I need all the
Oh, right, you want to make, that's why he didn't shoot, because he wants to get that charge off, which is smart. And then this snap-firing Razorback actually ripped a whole point off of the Helldrake when he rolled 2 6s, so spraying into the air, pulled off one of the whole points.
We need a 9.
So going into the assault phase.
Promoting it as a
He is angry. He is angry. That is an angry brother captain. He made the charge 12 inches into the Chaos Space Marines. This is trouble. Challenge.
Oh, I accept your challenge.
So I have to challenge with my Chaos Space Marine champion, so he's going to move on up here.
And get the crap.
He's going to get the crap kicked out of him. But all these other guys are going to pile in 3 inches. Some of them will be out, but we do get to still strike. So they're all going to pile in. So it looks like there's going to be 2 guys out of the combat. After the pile-in, the Chaos Space Marines have attacked the Grandmaster, or the Brother Captain, that's who he is. And we took him down to 1 wound left. So here he is, he's going to attack back. He has 4 attacks, hits with 3 Mastercraft, all hit the Mastercrafted, and he's killing on 2s. So he kills 3 Chaos Space Marines. We'll just take these guys from over here. So that means I lost combat by 2, because I did 1 wound to you, which puts me down Oh, the champion would have been one that had to die because he was in the challenge. Sorry about that. Which puts me down to leadership 6. So leadership 6, I pass and hold him up. So we're going to pile in there, finishing off the assault phase. And then that is the end of the game right there.
Well, end of turn 5.
Well, end of turn 5, so the game could potentially end. So we're going to roll it up here. Ross, you want to roll that? And does the game end?
6, game continues.
Game continues. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. So going on to Chaos Space Marines turn 6. All right, Chaos Space Marine turn 6 movement phase is done. Basically, the Helldrake just went hover mode back there to pick up that objective 3. I didn't really have any other moves. So my Havoc's got to stay still to shoot, and my Chaos Space Marines are locked up with the heroic brother captain, who has just carved a swath through my army. So we're going to be moving into the shooting phase for Chaos Space Marines, and I guess we'll just film that because there's not much to do. So we got 3 las cannons. We're going to try to put them. Let's do it. For all the money, let's blow up this Land Raider. Las cannons into the Land Raider. 3's the hit. That's a good start. All hit. And what do we need to? What do we need? 5s?
Yeah.
5s. Nothing. That's not good. I won't do it. And I believe the autocannons can't see anything, so they're going to be out. They can't hurt anything. Way down there on that side of the board. So here we go. Oh, the Helldrake is going to breathe its fire on that Razorback with 1 whole point.
Better.
Yeah. So he just kills it on a 5.
No!
Nope. So he didn't do that. So on to the combat phase. So I don't have my champion left, so now everybody's going to...
No one's challenging.
I don't have anybody to challenge left in there. Yeah. So we pile in 3, and we get all these attacks on. So hopefully we can bring down the brother captain. It's time for him to die. He has 1 wound left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks. All right, coming in. 4's the hit. 3 hits. A little bit below average, but that's all right. And wounded on 4s. 1 save. Oh my goodness, it was close. That was close to death. So the brother captain's probably going to finish off that squad here. 2 hits.
3 hits. Oh, 2 hits.
2 hits. And
2 dead.
2 dead. So that puts me down to, again, leadership 6 test, just like last time. Maybe I can make it again. Leadership 6. It's just failed on the 7. So you can try to do this. Oh, you can't sweep. You're in Terminator armor. All right. So I'm going to fall back. Oh my gosh. 11 inches. I think I might be off the board.
Yep.
Nope. Just on the board. There it is. Just made it. So hopefully I rally, because that would be really bad. So, but looks like the brother captain, a hero of the Imperium. He really is the Imperium.
Someone's getting promoted.
I mean, he is.
And
he
doesn't
I mean, Drago ran away. I think this brother captain needs to be the new chapter master.
He's now a chapter master.
He is a hero. He is standing strong by the statue of the Emperor.
Yep.
On objective 3. Unless he goes to turn 7, I'm not going to be able to pull him off it.
Yeah,
that might be it right there.
Very true.
So here we go, going into Grey Knights, turn 6.
Grey Knight.
All right, so fast turns coming here. The Grey Knights, the brother captain just moved behind the statue there.
Right.
He's still controlling the objective. The Razorback is firing on the
3 hits
Helldrake.
on
3 hits.
And boom.
No, hold on. So you got 2 Rens, so that's 2 pens.
Yep.
All right, I get my 5 up invulnerable save.
Crash and burn.
So he's dead. Oh, wait. I did forget to do my It Will Not Die. So let's see if he's not dead. He got 1 whole point left.
But you got to also, that glance I got 2.
So we got the glance. So we got the 5 up for the glance. Oh, gosh, in the crater. 5 up for the glance. He does. So he's got 1 whole point left.
Bullshit.
And he took 2 pens, though.
All right.
So the results are...
6.
So
that's immobilized.
and he was on the ground,
4.
so he's not going to die. And... there's a 4 under there?
Yeah.
So that's a stunned result, correct?
So
he ignores that on a
yeah.
2+. So he will be able to fire the... he has 1 whole point remaining, thanks to It Will Not Die. And he's immobilized on that objective.
All right. This guy here is just opening up.
All right, Land Raider's firing all of his weapons into the guys that are running away.
4 wounds.
If he kills 2 of them...
Multi-melter hits, burns 1, but you get a cover. And then I have 1 sponson that's also that has a reroll that.
Right.
1 sponson with line of sight, twin linked.
All right, Land Raiders firing through the smoke, through the rubble, into these fleeing Chaos Space Marines. They are already fleeing, so if he just forces another leadership test by killing 2 guys, they're going to run off the board. So that's what he's hoping for. So we got 5 armor saves to make. See if they're dead. Yeah, just killed. There's 3 down right there from the armor saves. That'll do it. Force them to run, and they'll be off the board. So the Land Raider has then eliminated the Chaos Space Marines. So...
Yeah, Stormbolter into the last cannons.
So Stormbolter from the Brother Captain into... Well, I can't see the last cannons.
Well, it doesn't matter. It didn't do anything.
Oh, he missed. Okay. So that's it. The Grey Knights, bottom of 6, does the game end here? Is this all she wrote? No, goes on to turn 7. Turn 7 to the Chaos Space. All right. So turn 7, Chaos Space Marines. I mean, I have nothing to move. The Helldrake is immobilized up there. All the other guys are Havocs that I have left. And I just need to kill some stuff. So we're going to start off with the Helldrake firing into...
No, you can only snapshot.
No, I passed my... I ignore Shaken on a 2+. So I'm going to fire the Flame Template, which automatically hits their Razorback. So all I need is a... 5. I need a 5, and he's dead. Nope, he's still alive, so that's big. Then we're going to fire the... What is it, 3 las cannons? 3 las cannons from here into the Land Raider. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. 3 las cannon into... Well, okay, I got to make decisions here. This is very important. I think the las cannons are going to go into the Razorback way down there. So, las cannons into the Razorback. Here we go. 3 shots. Oh, only 1 hit. That's not good. So, armor 11, strength 9. That is a pen, a strong pen. There is no cover. I don't know why you're rolling it. There's definitely no cover for that. And I blew him up. Well, let's see if he explodes. Doesn't really matter. So got that. Now, the autocannon Havocs. I believe if they can gun down the 1 wound Brother Captain that is behind that statue, I might be in business to win here. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna fire the autocannons. All of them are in range. All of them have line of sight. Nobody moved. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, this game is coming down to the wire. Here we go. Autocannon Havocs hitting on 3s. Okay. Not so good of a roll, but not bad. 4 hits. And wounding on 2s. That is 4 wounds. And 4 wounds. 4 2-up armor saves. And he makes them all. He is still alive. Holy cow. But, oh wait, I forgot about the bolter. Maybe the bolter's in range. Yeah, the champ. 24. He is in bolter range. The Havoc champion is in bolter range. There he is. There he is with his bolter. Can he kill the Brotherhood champion? 1 shot. For all the glory. That's a hit. A strong hit on a 6. That is a wound. That is a wound. Oh my goodness! The Brotherhood captain goes down to a stray bolter shot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, that is the end of Chaos Space Marines turn 7. The Grey Knights have but 1 Land Raider left with 2 Terminators remaining on Objective 4. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is where it's going to end, but we're going to go to the Grey Knights turn 7. So we got the the Grey Knight Terminators getting out of the immobilized Land Raider. He immobilized on the terrain earlier. Looks like they're going to be trying to run to get Objective 3. They're going to need that. So no, they're foregoing shooting, which is wise because you're really not going to take me off any objectives.
Phase, ridiculous.
You don't need the psychic phase. Just do this run move to see if you can make it. You need a 5. Big run move. Oh my goodness! So they are in range of the objective, gaining 3 points. And this is where the game is going to end. Now we're going to have to tabulate the points. They're going to tabulate the points. So I got Slay the Warlord. You have Slay the Warlord as well. So that's 1-1. I have Line Breaker with my Helldrake. You have Line Breaker, so that's 2-2. You have First Blood, so 3-2. I had 2 fast attack kills.
Yes.
So that's 5-3, correct? Is that right? That's right. Yeah. Then I have Objective 2 right here.
7.
And I have a 3-point objective back here with
10.
My Helldrake.
And then I have 4, 7, 10.
Is that a draw?
It's a draw.
It's a draw. 10-10. There's the handshake. Amazing game. Well played, Ross. for our first battle report here on the LWG channel. So hope you enjoyed it. And we've, you know, it's our first one. We're trying to find a format that fits us. We're trying to do some things that we like. We're going to be making a lot more battle reports. Hope you enjoyed it. And like the channel, share. And if you are in the Lancaster, Pennsylvania area, feel free to look us up on Facebook, LWG, Lancaster Wargamers. We are an open club and we love to have new gamers. We teach 40k, Age of Sigmar, War Machine, Magic, Dungeons and Dragons. We play it all. So we're open, free open club. Just come in and throw some dice, have some fun. So I hope you all enjoyed. See you later.